It's October 31st, it's horror month, and it's 2018, and everybody, happy Halloween. I hope you enjoy this day as much as I do, and go out and see Halloween. This is a perfect day for you to get your butts out there into the theater and sit down and watch the return of Michael Myers. Right now, I'm actually going to be returning to the original soundtrack to Halloween. As soon as I saw the movie, I went out and literally walked out of the theater and bought the soundtrack. Ordered it on Amazon. Because I was like, yeah, I need the soundtrack. And when I got it, the case is broke. There's a scratch on the front of it. And Amazon has really been sending me crap lately. I ordered this is the movie, but I ordered the soundtrack to Dracula. And it was broken. The case was broken. It was terrible. So again, every time I get something like this, like plastic or something like this from Amazon, it's broken. So get your stuff together, Amazon. I didn't even know that John Carpenter actually did the music, because when it was coming out, I heard that he was going to be doing the theme again, and somebody else was going to be doing the soundtrack. So I guess it must have changed at some point, because he actually did the whole soundtrack with his son, which is named Cody Carpenter, and somebody named Daniel Davis also did the soundtrack to this. This does sound sort of like his new stuff. If you get the anthology with his music on there, with Christine and all the things that he did, that came out last year, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I was going to do a review for that, and I never got a chance to. But this sort of sounds similar to that. He has like a kind of a weird new style. Now, there's 21 songs on here, because, it's broken, so I can't, put it together. There's 21 songs on here. And there is a lot of repeating of the Halloween theme. But what he actually does is every time they play the Halloween theme, it's different. So you never really get to hear it the same. So like the very first time you hear it, it's the Halloween theme. But it's a little bit different because of the updates. And then when you hear it again, it's sort of played on a piano. It's like dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's like real slow, and then when you hear it again, it's also played on the piano, but it's sort of even kind of mixed up a little bit different. And then you hear like the ticking sound, and there's one song that just does that for like 30 seconds, and then the theme starts kicking in. So it's always a different way of doing the theme. There's probably like 10, 15 different versions of the theme on here. And that's awesome. So you don't actually get just to hear the same thing over and over and over. It's sort of a remix. You get like 10 remixes of the same theme. But there's there's other music on here too. And there's a lot of guitar riffs on here, which is weird. You'll be watching and it goes, and that's one of my favorite parts of the film was when I was doing that. It's the songs, I believe it's Michael Myers Kills Again, which is number 6, and The Shape Returns. Those two are what I'm talking about. The other weird thing about this CD is usually soundtracks, every song lasts 10 minutes or whatever. There's songs on here that last 30 seconds. It will come on and it'll just play for like 20 or 30 seconds, and it goes to the next track. And you're like, that was it? That was a track? But they don't do that often. I think there's like 1 or 2, maybe 3 on here that does that. And I guess that's all they needed for that scene. The sequence was that 30-second, whatever they put in there. Instead of just cutting it out of the CD, they're like, oh hey, we want a full CD of all this music, we'll just put those 30-second clips in there. It was kind of like the Creep Show. Here again, this is the comic, it's not the CD. I don't know what the CD's over there. But they had every single song in that soundtrack we reviewed for you last year. And that's kind of like what this is like every single, as far as I know anyway, every single music score is on here, even if it's 5 minutes long, even if it's 30 seconds long, even if it's 10 seconds long, it's all on here. So as soundtracks go, this is spectacular. This is a great soundtrack. And it's one of those, like this movie is sort of like a dream come true of this collaboration of the original people who did this. And you never, in your lifetime, thought that you would get this again. You never thought you were going to get another Halloween soundtrack, another Halloween movie. even though it's produced by John Carpenter. You thought you'd never get something like that. But here it is. Here is the soundtrack. And if you're a fan of Halloween, and if you're a fan of movie soundtracks, I highly recommend this one because it's so good. I actually listened to it like 3 times, and I've not gotten tired listening to it. It's just a really nice sounding soundtrack, and it has some of the slower songs, but then once it starts getting going, it gives you sort of that pumped up feeling. It's like dun 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 dun. You know, it's very John Carpenter. If you listen to his movies like The Thing or Escape from New York, he always has that dun 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 dun, and that's in this too. And I love that. I love that signature sound of John Carpenter, and that's what this is. This is a signature John Carpenter sounding CD. So there you go. There is my review for John Carpenter's Halloween. If you love the movie, if you love the sounds of the film, this is a no-brainer. Pick this one up. So again, I can barely talk. I've made it through all these 31 days of horror films. My voice is completely gone, and I had to get this one review done for you guys here for Halloween. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because now we are transitioning over into Merry Maniacs sometime the end of next month or at the beginning of December. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So hit the subscribe button, become one of our Maniacs, and we're Maniacs all year round. We just are not Maniacs for 31 straight days. We're Maniacs all year round. Become one of the Maniacs. Hit the subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you. Did you pick up the soundtrack? What'd you think of it? Let me know, because I can't talk anymore. I'll see everybody whenever we come back. So it'll be sometime next month. Hope you guys enjoyed Halloween. Hope you enjoyed the Halloween, and hope you enjoyed today, the 31st, and hope you enjoyed this review. So happy Halloween, everybody!